Hi there! In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to take your big monthly goal and break it down so you can actually achieve it by the end of the month and not feel overwhelmed because it's not something you do weekly or daily, but you're still going to be able to accomplish that goal. I use the PowerSheets for this because it has a little status bar where you can mark it off, but it can be a little bit tricky to figure out how much of the bar do you mark off, how do you accomplish that, what's your markers for accomplishing your monthly goals. So today, that's what I'm going to be talking about. Hi, I'm Allie Janae of the Social Walker Agency, and I help creative entrepreneurs with brand strategy and business management by offering virtual assistant services to help you grow your business. Today's video is going to be about breaking down your monthly business goals, or any goal, into ones you can actually achieve. So we're going to take my goal of content planning for February, and I'm going to show you how to break it down so you can actually achieve it and I can achieve my own goal. My content generally consists of 1 newsletter per week, 1 blog per week, 1 video per week, and 5 social media posts for Instagram a week that I have to come up with, like the captions and stuff. For the other platforms, I tend to just reuse old blog links and places I've been featured and share those out on my Twitter and Facebook. But Instagram is a little bit more, takes a little bit more effort for me to create content for. So those are the categories I have to do every single week. And I've talked about this before in the daily business hour. This is definitely something you can plug into your daily business hour so you can get it done if you want to do it on a week-by-week basis. You know, so I write my newsletters on Friday, maybe I write my blog on Monday, it goes live on Wednesday. Wednesday I record my video for the following Friday, whatever it is, but you have to have a plan. So for me, I know I need 4 newsletters, 4 blog posts, 4 videos, and then Instagram, so 20 Instagram posts, right? I like to do mine a week, maybe 2 weeks at a time, but I like to have the overall idea of what I'm doing for the month, and so I know I have those 4 categories and 4 spaces per category that I need to fill each and every week. And that's how I break down this particular monthly goal. So if I have on here content for February, I can either divide this up into, it doesn't have content for February on here, I need to put it, but you can divide it into 4, newsletter, blog, video, social media, or you can do it based on weeks. So do I have week 1's content done? Do I have week 2 for February done? Do I have week 3 for February? Week 4? You've also got to think about anything you have to promote. So I'm announcing something big I announced something big this last Monday that's coming for February. You have to be on my list to get it, to have gotten it early, but it is probably all over my social media now. But it is, so what do I have to do to promote that? So that needs to go into my content too, but I'm talking about me creating my own content, and that's how I've broken it down. So I know that I've done my monthly goal, which was to create content for February. If I just put it on there and I don't break it down, how do I know if I've accomplished that? How do I work towards fulfilling that goal? So let's think about another monthly goal that I have for January. Mine was to prepare for Tuesdays Together Atlanta, which you can catch that on my channel too, my replay of that, and a goal setting workshop. So for Tuesdays Together Atlanta, how did I know that was complete other than just showing up and talking, right? So I wanted to promote it on social media. I wanted to ask social media for their questions about social media and then come up with an outline for my presentation. So those were the steps I used to get it to the point where now I've completed that half of this goal. The other one is the goal setting workshop, and so now I need to start asking people questions about that. I need to start promoting that and getting my outline for my talk on that. The same 3 things, so promote, ask, prepare. Those are the pieces of it I need to do for this next goal setting workshop. And of course, when I talk, I can mark it off, but did I really prepare well for it? Did I promote it well? Did I ask social media well? So those are ways you can break down your monthly goals into attainable, actionable goals. That's how they work through your yearly goals. You create these big yearly goals, but then how do you know if you're accomplishing that? Well, then you break it down into monthly goals, or you break it down into weekly goals or daily goals. And that's just a way to make it seem less overwhelming, is to break it down, take it back to the beginning, work backwards. What does it mean for this goal to be successful and achieved? And then how can you implement that? So I take those monthly goals. Let's go back to the content goal. Take the content goal for newsletters. Well, I can either write all my newsletters at once or keep doing, writing it on Friday the week before. To me, that's still getting it done, even if I'm not writing all 4 of them at once. I know some people who do write all of their monthly content at once, and that's so great, but it may just not work for you. It doesn't always work for me. But if I know I can write it on Friday, then that's me getting that done. And that can also be a weekly goal. Write my newsletter if I'm choosing to do it on a weekly basis. But if I'm not choosing to do it on a weekly basis and I'm choosing to do it like a batch process for the next month, then that's where the monthly goal comes in. So for January, I didn't pre-batch any content in December. I took December off. But so for here, you can see I have a video, I have blog, I have writing my newsletter, because I need to do that at least on a weekly basis to get caught up for February. But to plan February's content is different than actually writing February's content. So it just depends on how you want to break it down, but that's one way if you're looking at kind of like a future goal. So maybe I'm just coming up with all the topics this month for February content, and then I'm actually writing it either the last week of January or week by week in February, but at least I can plan and prepare for it now by using the system that I showed you in this video. So if you liked it, I hope you will give it a thumbs up and share if you found it really helpful, and comment below and tell me what your big monthly goals are.